Now, got to talk about this. Let's talk about Mighty Mouse, right? Let's talk about that video. I was supposed to talk about this on Saturday, I believe, but I was on vacation. I was took a little break with the fam, went to San Diego, to this little resort, had a great time, enjoyed the sun, you know what I'm saying, enjoyed the water, you know, just enjoy family, a lot of good times. But Mighty Mouse puts out a video where he's posturing, telling people to come out and fight him and this, that, you know, the same bullshit he says about anyone who confronts him and exposes him for being a child molester, right? So he does this. He does this thing, you know, it's the same bullshit. But then he starts talking about, you bring your gang member homies, you bring your partners, you bring your homies. I'll bring my homies will be there, this, that, and the third. Oh, I'm going to have people for you. I got military guys and this, that, and the third and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, do you people know, you supporters of Mighty Mouse, do y'all know what he's putting y'all in? Did he talk to y'all about that? Did he hit y'all up and say, hey, man, you know what? I'm about to talk mad shit on YouTube to people who have a problem being a child molester. I'm going to make a video where I'm going to say, y'all bring your homies, because I'm going to have people everywhere I go. Essentially, that's going to protect him from anything he might have coming to him. Did he let y'all know that he's putting y'all in that shit? You people at these gyms, right? You people at these gyms, because he's probably smart enough to know that he shouldn't be going to parks right now, right? He's probably smart enough to know he shouldn't be going to no goddamn parks where kids could show up. Now that we know who he is, right? Now that we know he's a liar, a child molester, all this, that, and the third. But what is he doing to you people at these gyms, right? You probably don't want no problems. You probably just want to go gym, go to workout, get your boxing on, get your Muay Thai on, get your jiu-jitsu on, get your sparring in. But what you're not looking forward to, I'm guessing, is people showing up with guns, knives, and shit like that. Because he said, bring your guns, bring your knives, bring your bats, bring your maces, bring your fucking, bring your jackhammers. He's telling everybody to bring all that shit wherever he go. Did he talk to y'all about that? Did he say, hey, you know, I told people to bring some guns, you know, so just in case y'all get shot up, y'all know how they got started. He's playing a dangerous game with y'all lives, because you're allowing him to go to your gym where your kids go, right? Where your kids go to get their workout on, where y'all go to get your workout on. You want to mind your business. You ain't trying to get into this shit. I'm guessing most of you, if you're smart. But now he's running around on YouTube telling gang members to show up. Go ahead, come on through. We got you. We're going to be force with force. That's what he's saying. But did he tell y'all that? Do y'all know what y'all get? Do y'all know what he's getting y'all into? Do you know what you're getting yourself into supporting this guy? Can live stream he does that I look at. Yeah, I look at his motherfucking live stream because I want to know what my enemies are doing, because they say a lot of shit. They expose a lot of their plans and they put themselves out there when they do these live streams. So yeah, if I have an enemy, right? If I have an opponent, I'm going to watch them to see what moves they're making. So yeah, you can call it stalking, you can call it this, that, and the third, but what it is strategy. You understand what I'm saying? Why is he my enemy? Because he's a child molester, right? He is a registered sex offender, tier 3 registered sex offender, right? Who was convicted, who pled to it. He pled guilty of it. So, but then he came out and lied. He fooled all kind of people, fooled me, had me vouching for him with some heavy hitters. And then when I confront him about it, he all willing. Oh, yeah, it's nothing. All publicity is good publicity. This, that, and the third. And I'm like, that's not good enough, bro. You need to explain yourself. You need to explain yourself. So he puts out this bullshit explanation video where there's no contrition, there's no remorse, no care for the life that he destroyed in that little girl, right? And her mother, by the way. The lives he destroyed. Oh, he's only concerned about his life being destroyed by this little girl. Anyway, let's move on. That's why he's my enemy. Because anybody that would attack children in any form or fashion, especially if you're a sex predator of children, you are automatically my natural enemy. I don't care who you are. You understand? I don't care how big you get. All this. And let's just face facts. Yeah, y'all want to talk about, well, what about this guy? What about Kodak Black and Kodak Yellow? And what about R. Kelly and all them? I don't fuck with them. R. Kelly's locked up. Kodak Black got locked up. You understand what I'm saying? And what about the registered sex offenders in my neighborhood? I can't just go do something to them because it's a crime, right? You can't do anything to these people. They call it a hate crime. Sex offenders are protected in this country. They are protected because many of the elites that run this country are sex offenders. Many of them are involved in sex trafficking. So we are the odd men out. You understand what I'm saying? Sex offenders are protected. They are a protected class. They're more protected than the children and the women they victimized. With that understanding, we have a huge enemy in this country. But there are things that we can do, right, to make their lives a little bit more difficult. Make their lives a little more difficult. And that's like people like R. Kelly. When we find out he did what he did, boom, he gets shut down, right? He can't do no concerts, all this and that, because people were exposing him and they're putting the pressure on him. We can do the same thing to people like Mighty Mouse, who are huge, who are out there, you know, blowing up and you know, acting like they're trying to do something for the community, right? When really they're preying on the community. That's why he's my enemy. They're all my enemy. All sex offenders, all sex traffickers, all slavers, right? All rapists, right? All oppressors, all tyrants are my motherfucking enemy. And I'm gonna say that until the wheels fall off. Because that's the stance you have to take in this fight. If you ain't taking that stance, if you weak on it, if you give certain people passes over others, then you're not really in the shit. You're not really in it for that life. And that's the same goes for Scarface. If it's proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that Scarface covered for Mighty Mouse, right? Then I have to be the same with him. Damn it. Sorry about that, man. I don't know what the hell's going on. So if Scarface knew that Mighty Mouse was full of shit and he helped him cover and helped him lie, like Mighty Mouse and many others have said, I'm trying to get enough people together that could testify to the world that Scarface knew and that many people in Street Beefs knew. But Street Beefs is a huge organization. You understand what I'm saying? Street Beefs is a huge organization. Mighty Mouse is building himself a huge organization of people. We have to understand what we're dealing with. You know, this fight is not for the weak. This fight is for the people who are going to stand on their nuts regardless of what. Because you're going to have people that are going to threaten you. You're going to have people that are going to harass you. You're going to have people that are going to call your job and try to get you fired like they did with Quiet Assassin. These are the links these people are willing to go to. They'll call the FBI on you and tell you in person, no, you didn't. So they got the whole shit covered. They cover the entire gambit. They're gangsters, right? They're gangsters, but they're for the community. They're gang members, but you know they want to end the violence. They're gang members, but you know they'll call the FBI on you every now and then. They're gangsters. They got hitters out there ready to take you out. But you know what? We're gonna call YouTube and snitch and get your channel taken down. They're gangsters, but they're gonna call your job and get you fired. This is the type of shit we dealing with. These are the type of shit. They're ruthless. They don't go by nobody's rules. They don't go by a moral code. They don't do any of that. This is 2021, not 1962. Understand that. What we're dealing with are people who have reach, who they got police in their pocket, right? They have a whole ass gym founded by police officers who don't give a shit that he has a child sex offender record. This is what we're dealing with. What we got? We got guerrillas. That's how we have to operate. Guerrilla tactics. Because they're the army. You understand? Understand what you're dealing with here. They're the army. How did the Revolutionary War get won? Huh? It wasn't the majority that won the Revolutionary War, right? In America. It was the motherfucking tireless minority. The angry and tireless minority. 1/3 of the population back in the revolutionary times, back in the time of the revolution, 1/3 fought against the crown. 1/3 stood up. The rest, they want to get in it. They were like, nah, fuck that. I don't want to bring no attention to myself. I don't want the crown coming at me. No, they were like, all right, man. All right, so when we take over, shut the fuck up. When we take over, shut the fuck up. You don't deserve your freedom. And basically, you gotta do what we tell you to do. That's how it works, man. If you ain't willing to step and fight, if you ain't willing to stand up for your freedom, if you'll give up essential liberties for any promised security, you deserve neither security nor freedom, right? But we're talking about adults here, not children. Children deserve freedom no matter what. And we have to be the ones to protect them. But how did they win that Revolutionary War? Huh? Against an army, against a navy that was well established, well equipped, a well-regulated navy, a well-regulated motherfucking army that was part of the crown, right? How did they win? When they didn't have enough forces for it to make sense for them to win, right? They used guerrilla tactics. They did unconventional warfare. The same reason we still in Iraq and Afghanistan right now, because they're using guerrilla tactics. When you're dealing with, and this, I keep telling you guys, man, there's a lot more sex predators, and there's a lot more perverts, and a lot more supporters of perverts than there are that actually want to keep and protect children, keep children safe, protect children. That's just a reality. And so sometimes we can't lose focus on that, because they won't forget. You think they're gonna forget that we spoke out? Hell no, they ain't gonna forget. They're gonna be like, oh, they'll never forget. They'll never forget. But at the same time, understand what you're doing. There are still a lot of people that would love to make an example of a child molester. Even though there's a lot more perverts than not. as we're sadly seeing right now, right? Because let's face it, if you're willing to support a sex predator of children, no matter what, then the odds are you probably got some, some sex deviancy going on yourself to some degree, right? This one guy keeps going in his comment section during his live streams and saying, oh, what you did was in the past. Oh, they need to... No, that's not some shit that you could say that about. A child sex predator, that's not some shit that you could say that about. That's not... Oh, leave it in the past. That's not how it works with sex predator. That's not how it works. They chasing the dragon, right? Once they get that nubile stuff they want, it's just not something they can turn off. It's not something that can be rehabilitated. So what they do, they'll try to find ways to sneak it in, to fly under the radar. Right? They'll be smarter about it. Even though they're registered sex offenders, right? They're registered. Many of them reoffend. They reoffend and then get the fuck back out. Why? Because they're a protected class. I mean, they have to do some really fucked up shit to those. I mean, I'm talking about really fucked up. Mutilation, right? And death to really get real time. They have to really mutilate, right? But if they groom them, you know what I mean? Over time, and they're gentle about it, right? They're not so harmful, or they're not abusive to a certain degree, right? They don't leave bruises and tears and all this other stuff. And they treat them kind of kindly. The groomers, they don't get no time like that. But it shouldn't make a difference, right? Whether they groom them or it's by pure force. It's the same level of deviancy. I say that it's more deviant to do it the other way, right? Because now you're manipulating the mind. You're manipulating the mind to the point where they might actually feel like that's something they want. When you can convince a child that they actually want to be raped, because that's what it is, point blank, period. Right? It may appear consensual because you done groomed her to the point where you fucked her mind up, you mind fucked her, right? But if you're a groomer, you're worse, because now you have turned them, you have destroyed their life forever. As opposed to someone, now it's not good either way. Don't think I'm saying that. It's bad both ways, right? But whereas someone who is physically abused and physically forced to the fullest degree, they know what's going on. They know it's wrong, right? They know it's wrong, and they're not going to protect their offender. They're not going to protect their attacker 9 times out of 10. But you groom them, get in their head, tell them sweet nothings, tell them, oh, you're my little girlfriend, all this other bullshit, whatever you're doing to groom. Oh, man. Imagine how mind-fucking that is, right? Imagine what you're doing to that child when you do that. You're fucking them up. Those are the women that become porn stars. Those are the ones that walk the street. Those are the ones that become part of the LMNOP community. Those are the ones whose lives have been so topsy-turvy that they don't even know who they are. They're the ones who committing all the suicide. They're the ones who are committing. They're doing the same thing to children. They're grooming now. You have created a vicious cycle. And people that start this bullshit, the predators that do it, they get probation. They get a few years, right? Because they didn't mutilate. They didn't forcibly do anything. It was a non-violent, it was a non-violent carnal knowledge charge. Right? Meaning that I didn't have to necessarily rape her. Right? That's what I got out of it. When I heard that, oh, she was a willing participant. She gave it up. She gave it up. She said, here you go. That's pretty much what he's implying in my mind, because he has yet to deny it. I mean, he Babu said he denied it to him, but I ain't never heard no denial. Have y'all? By the way, I'm gonna get I didn't put Babu's information up there yet because his website is down still. I gotta follow up with him on that. And I would kind of like him to, before I put his YouTube channel, I want him to change his channel name to something else. I don't want to put in his government name. You know what I'm saying? I'll advise him that he should use a different name. But anyway, that's what we're dealing with. That's what we're dealing with. It's the mind manipulators that are worse, right? The mind manipulators that are worse. You can create a huge, like, rape victims, grown women rape victims. I mean, they suffer through so much trauma. Even teenage rape victims, right? They suffer a whole lot of trauma, but they know what they did was wrong, and they don't typically offend themselves. But a groomed, what do they call that? Stockholm syndromed victim. I mean, there have been cases where they actually help their attacker attack other people. So they're worse. Because the number of victims can grow exponentially from down the line. And it doesn't even have to be his direct victims. It can be his victims' victims. And his victims' victims. That's why they're worse. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like Mighty Mouse is that type of cat. So what he has done to you supporters, he groomed y'all. He groomed y'all to the point where, even though he was exposed for lying about his charges, exposed for lying about the age of his charges, and said, fuck those charges, right? Charges. And then even told somebody, fuck your daughter, fuck your 14-year-old daughter. That's what he said. He can say that. He can say she went to school and ran her mouth. He can say she ruined our lives. My partner, my co-defendant, got murked up in there because of her, right? He can say all that. No remorse, no attrition, right? No apology for ruining that little girl's life, whether he pimped her out or whether he actually did it himself. Either way, it's just as bad. Even if he just pimped her mama out. With that girl, that you sucked that girl into your universe, into your sick, perverted universe. And you mean to tell me, you expect us to believe that she wasn't involved? You want to say it's just a mother, right? Oh, I just pimped her mama out of her house. But when you first told us about it, you pimped her and her mama out of a hotel. So which one is it? These people, you people that are supporting Mouse, no matter what, even after all that he said, he groomed y'all. He groomed y'all. Right? Now y'all his little bitches. Right? He groomed y'all. And y'all enable him. And then he tells people, bring your crew, bring your guns, bring your knives. We're going to be here this date. I'm going to be here on that date. I'm going to be here on this date. Just sucking y'all into it. Oh, I got people. I got military guys. Did you tell the military guys what you did? Do they know? And if you told them and they still fucking with you, well, they're the enemy too. You can tell them I said that. They're my enemy too. If they support a child molester, if they support a registered sex offender, they're my enemy too. That's how we have to stand with it. If you're against what Mouse did, you have to be against the people that supported him. You have to be against the people that lied for him, that protected him, including, if this is the case, if this is absolutely true, beyond a shadow of a doubt, Scarface. And anybody in Street Beefs that knew about it, but say, you know what, fuck it. You're a huge attraction to our channel, and we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna handle it. We're gonna do some damage control. We're gonna say, oh, you was 18 and blah blah blah. Oh, I was just pimping her and her mama out. Now that I stop, I can look at some of y'all comments. What's good, everybody? J2 Fly TV, what's up? Gusto, No Nonsense Stucky, what's good? Local One was good. Steve Burns was good. I don't know Omar AS. J2 Fly TV, I don't believe he pled down to anything. I think he just pled guilty. I think he just pled to get lesser time. That's what I think happened. Because that was the only charge at the time that he got charged. If you look at his sheet, all that other shit that he was talking about, all those 30 other charges, were like 10 years before that, in the 90s. This charge is in 2008, 2009. Right? There was nothing to plead down from. Tier 3 is the top. That's the worst. Tier 3 sex offender. That's the worst. So I don't know how you can plead down to the worst offense. Modern Mouse K was good. Kosovo was good. Mouse be like, I support guns down, gloves up, but says bring your weapons. He's really dragging other people that, overlook what he's done into some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because we put the word out. I mean, we called these gyms, you know what I'm saying, and all that, and these people don't give a fuck. But now you're talking about bring your folks to the gym. I got people too. Bring your guns, bring your weapons. That's the type of shit he's on. I just want to know if everybody understands that. Steve Burns says he didn't plead down on all that paperwork. It was just a guilty plea. Exactly. To get less. Exactly. Look, save us some money. We got this on you. We got that on you. Because I don't give a hot fuck how much time I'm facing. If I know I'm not guilty of sex offending, right? I'm not going to plead to it, especially sex offending, right? Now, if they try to trump some charges up on me, or they find me with a dime bag of weed and I'm in Georgia, something like that, and they say, if you don't plead to distribution charges, we're gonna make it hot for you. All right, cool. Whatever you want to do. I might do it then. I'm like, I'll eat that. Even though when it's I just had to make sure it's a misdemeanor so that when I'm done, I can still buy a firearm. You understand what I'm saying? What's up, Miss Ray Moody? Oh, that's what's up, Gaming was saying. That's a good idea. Leave the bad reviews and say, and go to Yelp and say, this gym supports a registered sex offender. I would not bring my children there. And see how they like that. Because they do. If they know that he's a registered sex offender and they're still allowing him to come to their gyms and they don't give a fuck, then that's what they're doing. They're telling the parents that bring their children there, hey, we don't care if he's a registered sex offender. We're gonna let him work out here. And at that point, the parent has a choice. As a matter of fact, the gyms that support Mighty Mouse, y'all should let the parents know so that they can make a decision if they still want to bring their children there, or if they still want to go there. Tell your clients that pay all this money to keep your fucking gym open that, we're gonna let a registered sex offender rock here who probably doesn't even pay any fees. Yeah, we're willing to give up y'all money that y'all giving us to support this registered. Go ahead and tell your clients that. You understand? Especially Buford. Buford on some bullshit, right? Or the Foundry gym in Buford. Oh, they on some straight up bullshit. They definitely need to be fucking destroyed. J2 Fly TV says there's worse. It's something else though. Not sure what it's called. We talking about J2 Fly? What? There's worse than a tier 3? Just like what he said, he had LA gang members at Manhattan Beach event. No, the fuck he didn't. He's a liar. He's a proven liar. He's a proven liar. Like you cannot. I can't believe anything he fucking says. He said Babu had him on a 3-way call with Snoop Dogg. And Babu told y'all, I don't know no motherfucking Snoop Dogg. I don't give a fuck about Snoop Dogg. I ain't rolling like that. He cannot be trusted. Buford is in South Carolina. Buford, South Carolina, the Foundry gym. Yeah, I mean, that's a start. Yeah, that's a start. Oh, thank you, no nonsense, Stucky. I appreciate that. Let's see. Minor Mouse K says all his videos titles are misleading and the clickbait meant to make him look like a god and his opponent look like trash. Most of his opponents don't have any real training, right? Even when he put my video up there, he changed the title to "He Destroyed Me," knowing damn well he didn't destroy shit. Didn't even get close. You understand what I'm saying? It was a friendly sparring match, and I had a certain thing that I was focused on in that sparring session. If I'd have known that it's bullshit. He's a liar, yo. He's a liar that'll lie even though he knows it's so easy to find out that he's a liar. He's one of those types. Mouse is showing and proving that he is still in a dirtbag chomo. The meantime, he gets drunk and goes live. It's still, yeah. That's what I said. They cannot be rehabilitated. That's the bottom line to it. They can't, right? Especially once they act on it. They can't just give up those desires, right? It's like if I love women, I'm so attracted to grown, beautiful grown women, right? I can't just shut that off, right? Especially after I have a taste. I've had a taste. This is crazy, but a 12-year-old girl took my virginity when I was 10 years old. Ever since then, I was like, okay, this is what I'm on. But I didn't know what she was doing. She basically took advantage of me. But, it is what it is. She was getting taken advantage of by a grown-ass man. And I found out a year later, she had a baby. A year after she took my virginity, she had a baby with a grown-ass man when she was 13 years old. So, and it was like, and my homeboys kept fucking with me like, maybe it's your baby. I'm like, hell no, I was only 10 years old. I didn't even know what the hell was going on. I was only 10. So, I mean, it could be my baby. I doubt it, though. Let's see. But you can't shut that off, man. That's what you like. That's you know what I'm saying? I like grown women with hair on their, whatnots. That's what I like. Mature, seasoned, you know what I'm saying? Experienced, that can take it, and have the, they can get it cracking. And they're not going to complain. They gonna put the work in. That's what I like, and that's what I've been on since I first got me some. So, but you can't just turn it off. You can't. The pimping story Scarface came up with. Oh, he came up with that story? Man, local one. We need to get some people. I know. See, people like man. I just wish that I don't know, man. Maybe you can reach out to, I don't know. I got some people in Virginia. I know some people in Virginia. Not really close, but you know, I've been rocking with these cats for a long time. But I can probably reach out to them and see, you know, anybody that speaks out. Cause like, yeah, Scarface, the Street Beefs, that's a whole organization right there. That's a whole organization. Soldier of Christ says Mighty Mouse is no Christian. No, I don't imagine he is. Call local TV stations and newspapers and radio stations about these gyms. That's a good idea, man. Because they taking it to another level. They getting people fired from their jobs and shit. They're threatening people. They're calling the FBI on people, allegedly. You know, they're getting people's YouTube channels stricken down. Like, they need some. They need something needs to be done. Something needs to be done. Right, a 3-way with Nate Dogg. Yeah, Nate Dogg ain't even alive. Mighty Mouse K says he's like 15-year-old cousin name dropping all his cousins' OG's names sound cool, end up getting smoked. What? Oh yeah, he's like the 15-year-old cousin. Yeah. I mean, he's attracting negative energy to these gyms. That's what he's doing. He's attracting negative energy to these gyms. They brought it on themselves for still rocking with this dude, because we gave them the heads up. We told them, we gave them the information. They still fucking with him. Hey, if he brings y'all to trouble, what can we do? Crazy Chaos was good. I'm going into stealth mode, so I'll tap in from time to time to show my love and support. Oh, I appreciate that, Chaos. Mouse on steroids, it's obvious. Yeah, I believe so. It looks like he's on a lot of stuff. He only got subs because he got lucky on a few videos. The rest of the videos are trash. Yeah. I'm still putting pressure on Minor Mouse and his trolls on his channel. That's what's up. But anyway, guys, so that's pretty much the message, man. All right, so that's the message, guys. Thank you, Miss Ray Moody Life. All right, guys, I got to get out of here. But thank y'all for stopping by. Crazy Chaos is okay. Mars 77 was good. Appreciate you. So yeah, we listen. In the end, they'll lose. Point blank and period. Understand that there'll be casualties on both sides, but the righteous side will win out. Trust and believe that. They're reaching out on all-time low. Now I'm a prostitute. Crazy Chaos, you got to stay strong. Just stay strong, man. We know the truth. We know the truth. We know they're liars. That's what they do. They lie their ass off constantly, and they're always getting proven the lie. Period. They're always getting proven the lie. So we believe you. We don't believe them. They need more people. Okay. Evan Brooks says, just know that you have many supporters who are on the same level fighting side by side with you, bro. Some just prefer to keep a lower profile. I know because of real life. Hey, I know a lot of people. There's a lot of people on the low that, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, that'll handle some shit. But you know, just like they do, they'll have people on the low too. So everybody just have to keep their eye out. Minnie Mouse, that's funny, Miss Ray. I love it. I'm sorry to hear that, Crazy Chaos. Hit me up, email me, man. We can talk about it. But anyway, much love, guys. I got to get out of here. Got some work shit to handle, and yeah, we're gonna keep the pressure on them. We're gonna stay on their necks, and this is how it is. So, looking forward to the next video, the next live stream where we're talking about it, and I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.